Hi guys, this is Teddy and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial. Today I am building you guys a gold farm. Now this is an overworld gold farm. I will in the future do a nether gold farm as well. But this thing I love to build. This is a 0 tick and everyone's like, oh, 0 tick doesn't work anymore. This thing, it still works in 1.16 because this thing is not about moving pistons or anything like that. It's about lava, lighting and putting out portals. Now, the only way they can stop this from happening, guys, is by stopping water from breaking portals. That's the only way they can stop this from happening. So, because lava with fire tick on will light your portal, and water will always put it back out again. So, I'm not going to build this thing all in one go. I'm going to simplify this thing very much for you guys, and I will build you all the separate components of it before we put it together. So, this might be a little bit of a longer tutorial, but I'm trying to make this thing as simple as I can possibly make it for you guys. So I'm going to start off by getting the stuff together to build ourselves a nice little Trident Killer. So I'll be back with you in just a tick. Alrighty guys, so for our Trident Killer, I am going to put down a couple of chests just to start us off there. Throw a couple of hoppers into the back of said chests and another hopper into the back of that, like so. Now, surrounding these hoppers, we are going to put a few blocks just to build up the space below it to make sure nothing can spawn below. Then we want 2 blocks on top, and then we want to do this. Right, we need to put a little L-shaped block off the front of there with a couple of rails sat on top. It doesn't matter which way your rails face, but this will work. This needs to be done like this to make this work efficiently. We get ourselves a minecart hopper, and then pop your minecart hopper into this block here. And you break this rail, put your block on there, and that, guys, is going to be your AFK platform. So that's what we're going to do with that. And then all we need to do is surround this area to make it a 4x4 area. And then on top of this, we need to put ourselves pistons facing in this pattern. We want observers facing out of the pistons, so they give the pulse to the piston. It's very important you get these around the right way because the Trident Killer does not work otherwise. And then on the back of our pistons, we need, on the side of our pistons, we need a redstone torch so the observer can see it. And the only thing I forgot to put in my hotbar is a lever. So you put a lever on the back of this piston here, and that's your on-off switch. And that, guys, other than throwing your tridents in, which you throw a couple in, one's enough, believe it or not, but 2 works better. You throw them in, you turn it on before you do anything, get yourself a good vantage point, and you should be able to see your tridents moving around the middle of your Trident Killer. And that bit is your Trident Killer part finished. So I'm going to build up about 6 blocks above the Trident Killer. I'm also going to knock these blocks here out. These ones are not required. They're just required to build the bottom of the Trident Killer. So I'm actually going to build this thing up next. And I'll build it up to around the same level as this one, and we'll start on the next part of the farm. Okay then guys, so with that bit in place, all we need to do now is build this out 8 blocks, 9 including the step up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 for the step up, like so. Then we match that along here, put the step up in again, and then we just make this a 2 high channel. So our little pigman friends, or piglin friends, I'm just getting pigman for some strange reason, there's a little bug going around at the moment. where I was still getting pigment instead of piglins, but it's fine. And that is that bit in. Now we come back 7 for the second one. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for the wall. Okay, there's very good reason behind this, and I'll show you why in just a second. Just going to quickly build this up first. So you have something that looks like that, and then we go around the entire thing one more time with one more high set of blocks. Now, there we go. So that part is now finished as well. Now for the next part, we are going to go up 2 more blocks, come in 1, and that is where our portal is going to sit. Now, when it comes to the orientation of your portal, you guys are going to have to make sure you're checking this bit out. Now, if I quickly grab a locator map, I will show you which direction I have built this farm in, if I can find the locator map. That's paper. And I've missed it somewhere. So we can tell by the farm, the map, sorry, that I am facing north. So this thing goes east to west, and the piglins or pigmen will drop out facing south. So remember that when building this farm, guys. I don't know if it's going to be the same in your worlds. I'm pretty sure it is going to be the same in your worlds. But this thing faces east and west. You have to remember that little fact about this thing. So I'm going to quickly grab the materials out for the next part of the farm, which is very simple. Alrighty guys, so I've got the bits together for the next part of the farm. And we've come up 2 blocks. So we've got 1 block air gap below. And we've got a temporary block here. And the entire space here, down below, is 17 blocks. So that's how big our portal is going to be. And the outer, that means the outer blocks are 17 by 17. The inner blocks of this farm are actually going to be 15 by 15, and that's a temporary block. We can get rid of that now. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. As I said, this will make a 15 by 15 portal, which is exactly how big we want to make it. And let me just bring this up to here. Happy days, I made it perfectly. And then we come down to this little corner down here, the far corner from your mechanism, and we put a block on there like so. Drop your dispenser. We need the 1 dispenser for this. And then we put a block on the back of the dispenser. Put an observer facing inwards, so I need to do this way around. Drop your water bucket in your dispenser. 1 redstone dust on the back of there, and to check your system works, grab your flint and steel and just tap a couple of times on the portal. As you can see, every time this lights, the observer reads the fact the portal is lit and gets a redstone signal into the dispenser to drop the water out. And as you can see, guys, we've got a pigment already spawned. So I'm going to quickly borrow this bucket of water out of here one more time. And we're going to put our 2 buckets of water down there. So we need 2 buckets of water in total. Ideally make an infinite water source, but as you can see, guys, where I've done 7 there, and then we've got an 8 there, it drops perfectly into this drop. So that is the bottom part of the farm actually finished, guys. Now all we got to do is put in our crafting tables, put in our lava dispenser at the top, and put in our switch to turn it on and off, which is not going to take us very long at all. So I'll get the stuff ready for the next part of the farm, which will be putting in the lava dispenser and the crafting tables. Alrighty guys, so I'm on the reverse side of the farm, and as you can see, I've made this pattern with my glass. Now this is all temporary, so I'm putting this in to put the crafting tables in, and then we can rip this back out again. And for this build, we're actually going to need 83 crafting tables for a 15 by 15 portal. So the way we do this is every other block, so we got a zigzag pattern, we put in a crafting table like so, and we continue this pattern all the way up to the top. And it's very important that it has to be in this position and this pattern, guys, and it's very important that we use a crafting table, because crafting tables do not burn away when they get caught on fire, even though they are made from wood. So this is a really, really good thing to know about. And I'm not sure they're ever going to fix this. And this is one little trick you can always use with Skyblock if you try and make a cobblestone generator. But you're a little bit short on the cobblestone to make it with crafting tables. Alrighty guys, so I've taken the glass back out again, and as you can see we've got this same pattern on this one as we had on that one over there. So now we've got to do is we've got to put some more glass back in as a surround for our farm. Now I like to build it so we've got 2 above the drop entrance to the portal. So you need to build up 4 tall on the glass. It's going to take you probably about 2 stacks. As I said, I haven't done a full a full list of items you're going to need to build this thing with, but you know, you could probably do the math as you're going. So this is what, 19 across by 4, and then you need 8 extra on either end to build it up like so, and that's going to contain your piglins from falling out. So yeah, it's 4 by 23. So that's a stack and a bit. So with that bit being in, we now need to put in the lava dispensing system from the top, and I'll get the stuff together for that, and I'll come back to you guys in a second. Got the stuff together for this bit, and we're going to come across to one beyond the end of our crafting tables. So this is 7 blocks along. No, this is 12 blocks along, I lie. And then we're going to come out 3. So we've got 1 wide gap behind our crafting tables. It's very important you have this 1 wide gap. And actually going to pull that back in there. And then we need to put a solid row of blocks on top of our crafting tables. Again, this is important, guys. This is where your lava is going to be sitting. Then we need to come up to, come all the way along to the end of the farm again, hop down below, and this is where your pistons are all going to be situated. So you put all your pistons facing down. You can probably need quite a lot of scaffolding when building this thing as well. And then we remove the temporary box above the pistons, just like so, and that is your piston system. There we go. The words, they're difficult. The piston system is completely in. Now we're going to set up for our etho hopper clock, and we can build this many ways. I find it easy to build it along the side to keep it slightly more compact, and I'm building it out slightly bigger than I actually need to build it up. And so yeah, the etho hopper clock is really simple, guys. We need to put ourselves a piston here and a piston here. Now we're going to put a redstone block in between these 2 pistons, just like so. And then once this piston's powered with our redstone dust coming off of the etho hopper clock itself, then it will push this piston, the redstone block across, and because they're not sticky pistons, it will go back and forth all the time without being stuck. So we need a block here and a block here, and then we need to grab ourselves some hoppers and some comparators. Now we need 2 comparators, one facing this way, one facing that. Pop a temporary piston down, hopper. That's a funny looking piston. Put the other hopper facing in to the hopper you just placed. Grab yourself ISIG 48 of anything. I'm just going to use the chest because I've got excess of those, and that will start off your clock. Now that is your etho hopper clock done. I always put some slabs on top just to stop stuff from spawning, because we don't want stuff spawning up here, as it will alter the rates of your farm. So we put the slabs on top of this bit here, and then we go around and slab all of the stuff here as well. So you're going to need about a stack of slabs as well as everything else you got. And that bit is that done as well. Now we do need to put a row of redstone across the top of this thing, but I don't want to. Actually, I'll just do that because I haven't put the lava in yet. So we can put the row of redstone in like so, and that, other than the lava, is finished. Now, as I say, I'm not going to put the lava in yet because I haven't put in the catch down below. We need to put the catch in below. So how we do the catch is very simple as well. We bring this out one more block here, all the way along. Grab ourselves our red glass again, and then right underneath the portal we throw our row of red glass in. So you're going to need quite a lot of glass in total for this build, guys, but it's absolutely fine. Now this bit's up to you. You can do this out of glass or any solid block you desire, and you just pull this along to make a little catch zone, just like so. And it doesn't actually need to be taller than that. One thing you do have to make sure you do, guys, is make sure it matches up. So this is lined up with this, because if it's not lined up, you're going to make a mess and have lava all over the place. And that is not what you want in your world, guys. Trust me on that one. So now that part's done, I will build in the on-off switch for the farm, which we're going to start down below. Alrighty, guys. So now we come on to the redstone switch. Yes, it's a redstone switch. Teddy being silly. It's definitely a redstone switch, and this is a really simple switch, guys. As you can see over here, I have done it with slime blocks. It is that simple. Okay, so if you don't have slime blocks, which to be fair with the new spawning mechanics in 1.16, if you go mining down in level 11 and you open up quite a decent sized area, I guarantee you're going to find a slime chunk somewhere in your world, so you'll have access to slimes. I have not stopped seeing slimes since 1.16 started, and as you can see around me, there's slimes everywhere, guys. So we're going to do the slime block technique. There is a way of doing it with a torch tower as well, where you alternate between a block and a torch, but we're going to do it this way because this way is slightly easier to demonstrate and slightly easier for you guys to build. So we're going to put our 2 obsidian blocks here, and the reason we need these 2 obsidian blocks is because they don't move from slime blocks. Okay, now this will actually get powered occasionally because of the signal coming off of this block here, but that's fine. It doesn't matter because it's going to get powered from the redstone block in just a moment. Now coming down, we go down 10 blocks. 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. And then we come down 2 more. 1, 2, break the first of the 2 out. Put our sticky piston in, if it will let me place it. Thank you very much, game. And then just to test things out, we put a lever on there. Make sure you've got the right number of blocks. As you can see, the redstone comes up, powers this piston, and this piston will move the redstone away, unpowering these. That turns your farm off, but leaves the lava in place. Now, if you don't want to leave the lava in place, lose that piece of redstone there, lose that block there, and then trail around into this block here instead. Now you will need a repeater, so you can have the lava turned off instead of having the lava turned on. This bit I will leave up to you guys. It doesn't matter which way you do it. If you do it this way, the redstone will lock into this hopper. Have I done this right? That's the question. Yes. So the redstone, this hopper is now locked full. This piston has now pushed this redstone across, powering all of our pistons, and this will lock the farm with the lava off. Okay, so you got the choice. You can either have the lava locked on by going directly in, or you can go around with the extra repeater and go into the hopper, the second hopper, where the redstone is not going to be sat when you want to have the farm off with lava off, basically. So that's how that's going to happen. We break this lever off, we don't need this anymore. Now we need another temporary block down there. Put our redstone block in, take our temporary block out, and then build this farm down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, 1, 2, break that one, put your piston in place, break the slime block below, and then you can stick a block there, a lever there, and that powers that one, which then powers that one, which then powers your farm. So it all turns the farm off. So when you've got this lever down the bottom turned on, the farm is turned off. And ironically, when you've got this lever turned on, the Trident Killer is turned off. Alrighty, so with your redstone in, guys, all you got to do now is add in your lava. And your farm will be ready to go. So you're going to need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 buckets of lava. That's probably going to be the hardest bit to get together on this farm. But obviously if you get to the point where you're building a gold farm like this, you must have some resources together, because you wouldn't be able to build it otherwise. But that, guys, is your farm all set, ready to go. And if we turn this thing on down here and we grab ourselves out a looting sword, because we have our Trident Killer in place, because we have a looting sword, we just do this and then we just do this, and I'll back away so you can't hear it so well. But the lava will start to flow once the hopper has emptied all of its stuff into the other one, which is about 10 ticks away. And then once the lava starts coming down, the crafting table will start catching fire. There's your lava coming down like so, and it will start catching the crafting tables on fire, and it will start to get you pigment, or piglins as they're going to be in the update when the bug fix comes in, which I think is 1.16.1. I'm currently playing 1.16, so it should be happening very soon. And there we go, guys. The portal is now lighting and extinguishing itself in 1 tick. We have pigment coming through, just like so. It's a little bit slow when it gets started, but then all of a sudden it suddenly starts dropping them really quite quickly, as you guys can see. And if we come down here, these guys are all dropping in here. They're all dying, but they're not trying to jump back out again. There we go. And that, guys, is your automatic gold farm, and it's fully AFKable, and you get XP from it while you're even AFK. So let's turn this thing back off. I've only had a few pigment come through, and we've already got 7 gold and 7 rotten flesh. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. This has been a really fun video for me to make. And behind me is another farm I haven't done the video for yet, but this is a very simple manual farm as well, which I'm not even sure I'm going to make a video on, because you can see what it is. It's a basalt generator, and it's not AFKable because it's very difficult to make an AFKable version of that without TNT duper. So anyway, that, guys, is our farm built. That one I've turned off. It's just in the process of turning itself off right now. This one is off. This thing is massive, even though it's only a 15 by 15. People always tell me the 23 by 23 is the best one to build. It's not. You can make a perfectly good one from a 15 by 15. If we look over here, guys, our piglins are still dropping in, and we're still getting the looting effect from all the way over there. And we're getting plenty of drops coming through there as well. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this video today. If you have enjoyed the video, as always, hit that like button, and if you've really loved it, then don't forget to hit subscribe. I have been Teddy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.